Hello everyone, and welcome to the May 19th update for Captain Stardust. This week we had 18 commits from 3 different contributors, which brings our lifetime commits to 223 from 9 lifetime contributors, and we just wrapped up week 11 of 21. This week, Neil came in and took care of a minimap bug where the icons were not being removed once the enemy was being killed. And then Ryan came in and reintegrated the pause menu since we were in different Unreal versions. And then he also rebound the pause key to the escape key. And then I went through and started in on mission 2, did some bug fixing, and then created world events for pizza delivery and putting out a fire. So let's jump into the game here. First, I wanted to show you what the pause menu is looking like. Here we go. So we will have the minimap over here. We'll have the resume button and the exit button, and then the current mission, and then the description will be off to the right over here. It's not currently hooked up in-game, and the escape key is currently tied to exiting the game, so we'll get that integrated here shortly. As for the world events, we still have this red sphere in here, so if you were to enter that, there's a time countdown where it will count all the way down, and then once it hits 0, it will figure out which event to pull. So in this case, we have pizza delivery, so they're a little short on drivers, so we'll get this car out of the way here. There is our pizza box, which is absolutely huge, and once you pick that up, you have a timer going on at the top of the screen. And then we also have this delivery box down here on the ground, that little gray box. You can also look in the bottom left and you can see we're holding a pizza minimap, or pizza icon. And then we also have the house delivery item down there. So if we were to deliver the pizza, then it will get rid of both of them and then it will succeed the mission. And then you can also wait into the world event for another event to occur. So in this case, we have a fire, where we have a bucket of water right over here, this comically large one, as well as a fire that will probably be occurring on top of a house. And then also we have the, whoops, I'll pick that back up, have different minimap icons down there for water and for fire. So similar as before, you can pick it up and drop it on there and you will solve the fire that is going on. So if either mission is not solved, then it will enter into a canceled request type of state, and then the player will get a new one after a certain period of time. And then if the player exits, then it will restart the timer. So this way, depending upon where you are in the world, it will cycle and show you different locations for different events that can be occurring to help kind of spruce it up and break up the gameplay a little bit for the player. We do have a couple bugs going on where the time indicator at the top of the screen is staying on, and the objective in the bottom right is also staying on. So we'll clean that up here in a couple of weeks. Then I also want to show you what is going on in the game itself. So I currently disconnected the main cutscene elements for speeding up testing purposes. So we'll just go ahead and go deliver this plane over here. And then we'll come up here and we'll wait so we can show you that the bug fix for Neil got taken care of. There we go. So now we're starting into mission 1. We resolved the trigger for that. So we'll wait just another second or so for the enemies to appear. Oh, I guess while I'm waiting, we did also integrate a bit of a UI system for the collectible system. So around the collectibles over here, if you were to pick them up off to the left-hand side, it shows you how many collectibles are remaining. So that's also a UI element that we added. And it looks like our trigger box is now available. So we'll go and we'll walk through that, and we have our enemies appearing. So we'll go ahead and dispatch of a couple of these guys, and then you can see in the minimap, they are now getting removed. So thank you for fixing that, Neil. So I believe that is everything that is going on in the game. So let's jump on over to the Vikunja board. I think I got off a week in my planning items here, so I had to remove one of the missions. So I just slid last week's mission forward, and then the one that was going to be next week is now in 2 weeks here. So this gives me a little bit more time to wrap up mission 2 now that we have world events actually functioning. So we should be able to get through that. We still want to have cars drive on the road. We're going to clean up a couple of bugs. We still have a couple of audio tasks that are starting to build up a little bit if anybody would like to jump in and take care of those. Otherwise, we're trying to continue on at a mission a week, so that way the game is ready to go by the end of July. Still plenty of time for people to jump in and get their hands dirty in Unreal and in the game in general. So that is our update for Captain Stardust.